My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, all about pressure washing and Quote IQ, and I'm joined with a special guest, Mike. How's it going?
I am a special guest, and it's going well. Thank you. You're also a special guest on my channel.
Emphasis on special for you as far as guests are related, Mike.
Yeah, you got that right. You're trying to insult me right now by calling me special, but I am special, and so are you. In fact, everybody watching is special.
I'd never say that. Anyway, today we're going to be doing some reactions to some TikTok advice. We're going to tell you guys whether or not it's bad or good or in between, anywhere in between. We did this last week, and it seemed like some people enjoyed it. So we're bringing it back because it's kind of fun. We get to take a look at some crazy, wacky, fun videos and, say some things we like and some things that we don't like. Right, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to hear some crazy, wacky, fun things.
Yes. Poseidon Fury's pressure washing is the first one with us. He says, "May God bless you guys." We really appreciate that, Poseidon. We really appreciate that. Okay, before we jump into this, we do want to let you guys know Quote IQ is $1 for any tier right now. If you guys want to try any tier of Quote IQ for $1, you could do so at myquoteiq.com, and it'll be linked in the comment section in the description. So if you need help sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, you can do that on there, as well as you could do things like measure properties. We have our dashboard analytics. We have a bunch of things: InstaQuote, InstaSchedule, pre-inspections, post-inspections. We're actually working on something very new right now, and
Shh.
we're really excited about it, and we cannot tell you just yet. So, but pre-inspections are in there, dashboard analytics, review multiplier, which is a free tool within Quote IQ, and that way you guys can keep track of your business, make a ton of money. So if you're interested, it'll be links in the comment section and in the description. Also, Quote IQ's call team. If you guys haven't checked out the virtual call team yet, you can try it out for yourself. I'll have it linked up in the comment section description. Answers every single call for you. You can screen out solicitors. I get probably 3, 4, 5, 6 calls a week from people that are trying to sell me into magazines, into Angie's Leads, into Yelp listings. Just absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, if you guys need help with that, check that out. Also, pwcourse.com. All of our courses are for sale in here. How to wash local domination, my Facebook ad strategy, how to Stripe course with Chris. It's very good. Add on if you guys are looking to add on a little bit of extra money to some of your tickets for pressure washing. Highly recommend that one. Solar panel cleaning, Christmas lighting course. Not sure if you guys know, it's July, so we're coming up to the end of the year. I think we're about halfway through. So.
Yeah, one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot lately is what I just had a really great conversation with a guy called Mike Andes. He's got a big lawn care channel, and he's got a huge lawn care business, franchises all over the place. But he was talking about what he's termed fourth quarter collapse, right? And that is when basically things start to slow down, and most businesses they don't make any money, right? That's one of the main reasons, that fourth quarter, why so many businesses collapse and they go broke and they're poor, right? Because they don't plan ahead. And one of the things that a lot of businesses do, I mean, you have to have something that you can sell to your current customers to make up for that slow time. And obviously Christmas lighting is one of those things. Yes, it's July. Nobody's thinking about Christmas lighting now, but you need to be marketing for it. You need to be sending emails and text out to your customers, urging them to get on the schedule now, because your schedule is going to fill up. And that's one of those great things, a sense of urgency that's a very real thing, right? You've only got X amount of days that you can do Christmas lighting to get it up so they get a full season out of it. So something to think about. But the Christmas lighting boot camp we did with Glenn Jernigan, who has got a phenomenal lighting business, and he walks us through everything that you need to do, from the marketing to the installations to the breakdown and everything in between. Excellent course. So something to think about. And qiqads.com. We just added Christmas lights as one of the videos for the Facebook ads, or wherever else you want to run these things. But it is a great ad. If you guys want to check that out, go to qiqads.com. Scroll down to the bottom. We just added Christmas lighting. We added wood restoration, and we added interior cleaning or interior painting. So each of these is absolutely phenomenal. And these are just great things. But Justin here at the very top walks you through exactly what is, exactly what you need to do.
A video ad strategy that landed us over $13,000 in jobs, Mike.
Yeah, good story, Justin. But the bottom line, that doesn't tell anybody that's watching what you teach in it. And basically, what he does is he teaches you step by step how to create these video ads for yourself for free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to do anything except film it, edit it, put some voiceover on it, put some music behind it, get some crispy B-roll. So, it's something that grabs the customer's attention. But he walks you through exactly what to say. Steal the script, make your own, and make a bunch of money. Or if you want to, just grab one from us for next to freaking nothing. And I mean, they're cheap as hell. $50 off right now, and grab one for yourself. Anyway, that's it. Let's look at some TikTokers.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to give a shout out to Payne's Pressure Washing. What's up, guys? Exterior Cleaning Solutions, St. Louis. What's up? We appreciate it. He says, Ayo. Chris is in the building. Chris, a striping guy out here. Chris just recently quoted a big UPS building. For any of you guys who don't know, if you're in commercial pressure washing, or if you're in pressure washing in general, commercial is the way to go, right? But not only that, also all the other services that you can offer once you get on site of a commercial building. You got your window cleaning, you get parking lot striping, you got seal coating, pothole repair, crack filling, and there's a lot of things that Chris offers. But when you start getting into some of these other services, you start getting into a lot of money. So, might have some training coming soon on some,
some other things.
Stuff.
Yeah. And, I know one thing for sure. Justin specializes in crack filling.
All right. Taylor says, yo, 7Gs. This dude, okay, Mike, one time I made a video about Andrew, like Andrew Clegg. He bought a $7,000 sign, and ever since then, this dude, every video says 7Gs. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you, Taylor.
That's funny. Is he making fun of the fact that sign is back there?
I don't know. I don't think he just really got a kick out of the fact that it was 7Gs.
So. Oh, I got a tremendous kick out of it. To me, I mean, put that on TikTok, and I'll give my opinion on that.
Okay, we're going to jump right into the first one here. The first one that we have for you guys is mistakes people make when starting a pressure washing business. As you know, Mike, a lot of people want to jump into pressure washing as a viable option to make some money. And we're going to see somebody who tried it out as a side hustle and ultimately did a lot of things wrong that I think we could critique and offer some insights on. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video, shall we?
Episode 6. People say you can make 100. Testing random side hustles. Episode 6. People say you can make $100 an hour power washing, so let's try it. First, I bought this power washer.
All right, first and foremost, Mike, can you make $100 an hour power washing?
Yeah, absolutely. Can this kid? Probably not.
You will not be able to make $100 an hour power washing with a Ryobi pressure washer. Like, this is a question I get all the time. Can I use a Ryobi? Can I use one that plugs into the wall? No and no, because I don't think we have to explain to anybody electricity and water don't mix very well. Right, Mike?
They don't. You could die.
Let's try it. First, I bought this power washer off Facebook Marketplace for $150. Then I made these flyers off Canva and put them on a bunch of people's doors and mailboxes. A few days after I passed out the flyers, a few people messaged me wanting some jobs done. So the first guy wanted me to power wash his house and his driveway. I charged him $110 for the house and another $110 for the driveway. It took me 2 hours to finish, so that's a little bit over $100 an hour I was getting paid. So you could definitely make $80 to $100 an hour power washing. Comment what I should try next and follow me for more.
Okay, so let's get into the mistakes. First and foremost, with regards to equipment. Obviously, Mike, I think we would recommend something a little bit better than this. I mean, yes, anybody can start a pressure washer with any type of a pressure washing business with any type of pressure washer, but like, dude, this is not going to do anything. Wouldn't you say, Mike?
Well, no, and you could tell. I mean, I'm going to get into the weeds a little with equipment, and obviously he's not making $100 an hour. $150 for the pressure washer, $100 for the advertising. His time is worth something as far as passing out the flyers. That's at least $250 right there. He charged $240. So, he's already in the hole $10, but also there's no way, unless this was a house that was, like the size of a shed and the driveway was the size of, I don't know, a couple bricks. There's no way that he is able to complete anything in a timely manner.
Right.
At least
so no Ryobis. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. Or at least like he's not doing a good job.
Right. It's going to look like complete ass. He's got no prior experience or training. This is probably let's be honest, this is probably just a video to get TikTok views. Most likely. This was probably in his parents, whatever. blah, blah, blah. We're going to approach it as if he's actually trying to start a business. Obviously, you want to start with more equipment than $150. Secondly, when you make your flyers like this on Canva, they look like Canva flyers for somebody who doesn't run a legitimate business. And especially when your prices are this low, it's just like no insurance, bad equipment, bad marketing. And then when you get out here and you start writing your name into customers' concrete, it's just kind of a bad look for yourself and for your business as well. So, obviously invest more into your business with regards to equipment, invest more into creating quality marketing materials so that way people take you serious when you pass them out. And the other thing is you don't have any insurance, right, Mike? What happens if he throws a rock through a window? Like you're in trouble.
Well, he's going to run. He's going to leave his
$150.
He's going to run. He's going to leave his $150 pressure washer there and be like, I'm out. Because that broken window is going to cost a hell of a lot more than his flyers and his pressure washer.
Right. From a pricing perspective, I don't think you should ever charge, what you would charge for a house wash for a driveway cleaning. Driveways are much cheaper than houses. Let's be honest with ourselves. A lot more liability with regards to pressure washing a house. I don't know. Just seems like a recipe for disaster. Obviously, do your homework, invest more money, and don't listen to TikTok influencers who want to start wash businesses, right, Mike?
Right. Unless they're wearing super cool shorts like this kid.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, sweet. Anything else we want to mention with regards to this first video?
No. I mean, Adam, he's over there doing his thing.
Dude, look how bad this concrete is so bad. And look, even as he's trying to wash into it, he's still getting a bunch of marks and stuff. It's just, yeah. Anyway, hey, good try. We like it. That was first video. Perfect.
You know whose fault is that all of these TikTokers and Instagrammers and YouTubers are out there making these videos?
I don't know. Whose fault you think it is, Mike?
I think it's your fault. I think it's my fault. And I apologize for all of the terrible information that's out there as a result of people mimicking, copying, and trying to be us.
We only gave the best advice early on, though. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I think we still do.
We do give the best. I would never give bad advice.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, Mike, I don't know. You're kind of
it just depends on the subject, right? Sometimes a guy might give some bad advice, but never intentionally.
Sometimes a gentleman's got to give a little bit of bad advice. What is the limit on the number of quotes you can do with Quote IQ? Estimates, invoices, and payments. You can send infinite amounts of estimates, invoices, and payments.
Yeah, unlimited.
And that's the free version. So for absolutely free, you can do all that.
It's funny. I was talking to a guy yesterday. In fact, it was kind of funny because someone had sent me a picture of his website and some of his marketing materials, and he was using my logo. And I was like, I'm just going to call him up. I filmed it. Ends up, the guy took How to Wash, bought the customer contract. And I said, hey, what CRM do you use? And he goes, oh, I use the free version of Quote IQ. And I pay, I think, $9.99 a month to have the pre-inspection. He goes, my business isn't that big yet. So I'm using the free version, sending quotes and estimates and invoices and getting paid all through the app for free. But he pays to get the extra add-ons, like the 28-point inspection. So he's not having to go and spend, $29, $49, whatever, however much it is. But what he was saying was it's such an amazing tool because it's got everything in one place. And he said he's using QuickBooks for some accounting purposes right now. And he said, but I'm about to switch over to Quote IQ because you guys have put everything in one place. And I was like, you know what? This dude is absolutely right. And then I started thinking about all the free stuff that we give away in the free version of Quote IQ and how valuable it is to people that are just starting out. And then as their business scales, as they have, cash flow, then the $29 a month or whatever doesn't seem like such a big cost. And then you can get into the upper tiers of the ultimate package and get things like InstaQuote, where customers can quote themselves on your website. They can schedule themselves on your calendar based on your availability, and just some really cool, innovative stuff, all in one place. And it's so underpriced. It's so cheap. And like Justin said earlier, we've got something really cool that we're hoping that we can announce next week. That is going to be something that I know a lot of you guys are going to want to use for your business. But let's get into the next one, Justin.
Don't say another word about it, Mike. I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah, let's jump into the next one. Okay, the next one we're gonna be looking at is a hack for getting more jobs.
Oh,
Or
good.
more
I
business,
need
right,
more
Mike?
jobs. Yeah,
Wait, what?
I need more jobs. I can't wait to get this hack.
Okay, sweet. So let's get a hack to getting more business.
Tip and a little trick. You see that? It's good gang girl. We mow here and I get asked all the time. How do you get more clients? Well, let me give you a little tip and a little trick. You see that right there? When I'm out here cutting that grass and getting that cash, I see this stuff all the time. So what you need to do, see that number right there? You need to send Miss Julie a little text with a business card and say, hey, I'm a local landscaper in the area. I notice a lot of your signs, a lot of houses that you sell. So if you ever need any services or regular maintenance clients, send them my way. And that's how you can up your clientele. Tips and tricks like that, guys. You got to put your business in front of people. A closed mouth does not get fed. So you got to get out there and do what you do to maximize your profits and get your business out there, guys. Tips and tricks like that, man, go a long way. Get your business on Google, Facebook business.
Let's address the first things first. Okay, so Mike, what are your experiences with regards to working with real estate agents? Do you think it's a good way to go?
Absolutely. And this guy is actually in Savannah. I've talked to him before. And he's got a big TikTok channel, but this is actually a really good piece of advice right here. And it's free. It's free. Like the cost of acquisition is next to nothing because all you're doing is hitting these people with a text message, grab their information. You can do it by looking at signs. You can go to real estate brokers' websites. All of their people are listed. Snag every single one of these emails, send them a personalized email, just like he's saying. And how many are you going to get? It doesn't matter. But like he said, a closed mouth doesn't. He had a great little saying. I can't remember what he was saying. But bottom line, he's absolutely right. No business is going to be successful unless you can sell, right? There's a difference between marketing and selling, right? Marketing is getting your business in front of people's eyes. Selling is the actual, action of converting those eyes to a paying customer. And if you can't sell, then you're never going to be able to have a sustainable, healthy business. And you're never going to be able to sell unless you do the things that he's talking about right here. And that's getting your business in front of as many people as possible.
Completely agree. The other thing with regards to working with real estate agents is you got to think like a real estate agent does not get paid until the house gets sold. So any other avenue that you can offer them as a way for them to make money before that transaction takes place, they're going to take you up on that offer. So you could even make the deal a little bit sweeter by saying, hey, if you give me any clients, I'll give you a little, 10% kickback or whatever. And just anybody that they have you quote, just bump the price a little bit so that way you can cover that cost. But if you want to incentivize other people to sell for you, give them more of a reason to. I think it's a beautiful idea to go ahead and there's no reason why every realtor in your area should not have, your contact information because a lot of times when these houses go up for sale, maybe the homeowners moved out of them already. Maybe they're not taking care of the grass anymore, whatever the case may be. You never know. Plus, maybe they want to up the appeal of it if they're not getting anybody buying it. So I think it's a beautiful idea. Anything else you want to add to this, Mike? Diamondback says real estate agents are a great lead, but can be very difficult to work with at times, which I do agree with as well.
Everybody can be difficult to work with. But again, it's a numbers game, right? You Google realtors in your area, and there are going to be thousands of realtors that pop up, right? And a lot of these are, housewives that go and get their real estate license, people that are, trying, new things out. But at the end of the day, it only takes one person to have your business card in their hand, to have your email, I put them all in an email automation and I continually hit them when I, send out my email blast to all of my customers or potential customers. It's a game of repetition and it's a game of numbers. The more people that you are, putting your business in front of, the more opportunities you have to convert those people to customers or those repeat customers to get them to come back to you again. Right. I highly recommend getting your business cards in the hands of real estate agents because just like Justin said, these people aren't selling these houses unless they're not getting paid unless they sell the house. And one of the things that helps sell houses is having a well-maintained property, having a clean driveway, a clean roof, clean windows. These are all things that, people don't really think about, but these are things that matter when you're out there and you're looking to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home. You want it to look good. These real estate agents, they want these homes to look good. So they are going to encourage their buyers or their sellers to do these things so they can sell the house faster. So that realtor is going to get paid faster. And if you unite with real estate agents, with brokers, and you get the business cards in their hands, it's just here, give it to the person that you're representing, and call these guys. You need to have this, and this done, right? I've got real estate agents that I work with that they will not even take on a client unless they call us and get their house washed, their driveway cleaned, gutters cleaned out, all of that, because those are great selling points as well. And just, that instant curb appeal that it's just a no-brainer. Real estate agents are a great way to go.
Absolutely. I completely agree. So, yeah, I think this is a great video, great advice, and definitely take advantage of it. It's one of those things of, if you don't have any jobs, why are you not doing little things like this? Like, obviously you're riding through your neighborhood. If you see any for sale signs, every single real estate agent that you see should have your name, have your number, because not only do they sell houses, they probably own a house as well. And they probably know other people, and you never know. Even commercial real estate. There's a guy over here that owns, or that does all of the commercial real estate listings. That guy would be a great guy to have in your back pocket.
Yeah.
So
I've got relationships with a lot of commercial real estate guys, because these guys they're typically they're owners, right? They own a lot of retail space, commercial space, but they also, manage in some cases, and they sell. And so I love developers. I love, commercial property managers. I love commercial real estate agents. And if you get,
Mike Mike bounced. Okay. Device not connected. Okay, now he's back.
Okay. But if you can get in with these guys, then by all means, you are going to have a great, the bottom line, you have to have these people in your pocket. You also have to be able to provide good service, quality service. You're on time. You do what you say. We've got one guy, and he sends me a list it's actually twice a year. And he just sends me an email and he goes, do it again, right? Because it's the first email that he sent. It's like 14 properties on there. It's probably $20,000 worth of work, right? And we do it twice a year. That's $40,000, and it's on repeat, right? He gets hit with one of my emails just as a reminder, and he's like, "Hey, send your guys." Boom. I mean, these are the people that you want.
Boom. Exactly. Mike, check your microphone settings just to be sure that it's still yeah, I don't think it's on it. Okay, beautiful. So that was video number 2. We're going to answer a question before we jump into this. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. We'll answer them as we kind of go through these. Beans and Cornbread said, in the email and text notifications, can you sort out who you want to send emails to based on the customer category? Yes. So there's 2 different things. There's email and text blasts, and there's email and text automations. The automations send based on triggers. So if you do a job for somebody and you invoice them, they pay their invoice, then 11 months later, we can email them again and say, hey, it's time to get back on the schedule. A text and email blast is something that you send out to your entire customer list. And yes, when you send those out, you can categorize them based on your customer categories that you set up when you create those customers. Anything you want to add to that, Mike?
No, other than, again, this is one of those things where we are putting everything in one place, right? There's no need for constant contact. There's no need for MailChimp. There's no need for, a mass text and email operating system. We're doing the automated emails, right? So there's no need to have other services. And we built it all in one place for a very low price to make it simple. And that's why we built Quote IQ. That's why we keep jamming value in. And we, it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely. Blue the 99 says, how do I stay motivated to do the job and make sure I do not get scammed? I wish we had more context for this, because, how do I stay motivated to do the job? Are you talking about motivated to get more work? Are you talking about motivated to just finish one job? Are you having trouble finishing one job? And who's scamming you? I don't know. Mike, you want to try to answer this one, Mike?
Well, I wish if he's still here, Blue the 99, please give us some more context, because I could go a couple different directions with this and probably you wouldn't finish. How do I stay motivated to finish the job? Do you want to get paid? Do you want to go home? Do you want to have that customer call you back? Right? Like, if you're asking us how to stay motivated to complete a job, maybe this isn't the best line of work for you. Maybe you should work for somebody else, or something like that.
I'll
But
tie this back into something, Mike, because whenever I was running my business, right, there would be times on the job where I was like, this really sucks. Okay. Cause, the way that I started was with the, 3.5 gallon a minute. I actually had a 2.5 gallon a minute in the beginning. So washing was super slow. I wasn't even using chemicals. I was having to wheel this thing around the house. So I could get it from that perspective of maybe not having the best equipment, staying motivated. But yeah, just like as Mike said, the biggest motivation should be to finish the job to get paid, so that way you can go home. And if you're having trouble staying motivated to finish a job, then you probably need to get better equipment, so that way you're more capable and you're able to do things faster. If not that, then you need the better processes in place to get things done quicker. It looks like all the features are there. I hope so. If you think of any features that we don't have, please let us know, because we're going to add them in. That's me and Mike's biggest competitive advantage when it comes to Quote IQ. There is no limit to what we will add into this, what we will fix with this, what we will do to make it better. We're only focused on how do we make this the best product absolutely possible. Chris says, thanks for the personal coaching mentorship program you guys have. It's really helped me elevate my business to the next level. Highly recommend your personal coaching mentorship program to people.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
And Chris, Chris's business really has,
taken off.
And Chris is a sharp guy. Chris is somebody that, is 100% dedicated. His purpose and goal is to provide for his family, and, he's doing all the right things, and he's taking the things that he learns and he's implementing these in his business. And because he's actually, putting in the effort and following through, he's having success. And so these are just the things that, go along, education, knowledge. A lot of people struggle with the idea of paying to have a mentor, paying for coaching, paying to get, one-on-one time with Justin or myself. You don't have to do that. You can watch, YouTube videos, you can Google stuff, you can get out there and do it the hard way. But what's that really costing, right? Like if I had somebody that I could have gone to, and I did have mentors early on, but my life, my business, my level of success, my bank account, it would be significantly higher and much greater than it is now. But I didn't. I thought, hey, I'm smart. I'll figure it out all on my own. And eventually I did. But what if I could have achieved that 10 years, 15 years earlier? I'd have been in a much better spot. So.
Absolutely. One thing I do want to mention is when I found Chris, he was working, he had his business, but he was also working a job for somebody else for like $14 an hour. Now Chris goes out and quotes 60, 70, 80. I think he even quoted $100,000 Amazon to do striping, sealing, crack filling, the whole deal. So leveling up is basically what we're all about over here. And yes, how do I make sure I do work and get paid? This is funny. I don't want to shout this out. Douglas says, Mike roast him. I can't believe he said this.
Douglas, I appreciate the fact that you think that I am a gentleman who might roast somebody for saying some dumb shit. But yeah, I'm actually trying to be a little bit nicer and understanding of people. It's a conscious effort. And you might have noticed that when I read that and I said, I need more context, because there's multiple ways I could answer that. But I think I would love to just roast, but I think he's a good kid, and I think he probably is, whatever.
Yes. Okay. How do I work to make sure I get paid? Send estimates, invoices through Quote IQ. Have a paper trail. When they accept them, obviously they have to sign off on them. Have a paper trail, and then you'll have no problems getting paid. Mike, have you ever not gotten paid? Mike actually has a funny story about, do you want to mention it here? I'm not sure if you want to talk about it.
No, I'm not.
Okay. We're not going to talk about it right now. Mike, have you ever not gotten paid from a customer?
I see it because I haven't like edited any of this. I don't even think anybody could see it.
Okay. Don't even put it in. Just hide it then. Don't even put it in here.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make a whole separate live about that one.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Anyway, you could probably count on like half a hand how many times Mike has not been paid for something.
I have only been not paid 2 times. And this is the second time, and I've been in business for over 22 years. I made a video on the first one, and people still watch it and comment on it all the time. It was like 2 or 3 years ago that I made that one. That guy hired us, but it's my fault. I did have a paper trail. I did have everything that I needed in place, but I at what I didn't have at that time was quote IQ. And the only reason I say that, I'm not shamelessly plugging it, because I love to shamelessly plug quote IQ, the greatest CRM of all time, but I didn't have it. So there weren't the automations, the reminders, and the stuff on the calendar, all the things that, we built in. So things like this do not happen, but we did the work. I sent the invoice, and I didn't follow up, right? He didn't pay. We've got a lot of business. We've got a lot of moving parts. And that particular invoice, it just went to the bottom of the pile, and I never noticed that it wasn't paid. And one of the things that we built into quote IQ is on the home screen, the dashboard analytics, it is invoices not paid, the top 5 or 6. So you can always be aware of who owes you money. And I built that in there specifically because of this guy that got over on me, who got over. Anyway, I finally realized that he hadn't paid, sent him a couple invoices, emails were not getting answered. And I called him, voicemail. So I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to go to the house. And I honestly, it was like $250. So it's not that big of a deal, but it was just the principle of the thing because the dude was ghosting me. Anyway, I show up to the house, boom, 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 boom on the door. I'm angry. I've worked myself up. I've been filming, myself talking about the situation. So now I'm even more passionate, if you will. And ring doorbell. Hello? It's like, yeah, I'm Mike with All American Pressure Cleaning, and we cleaned your house. And he goes, we haven't hired anybody to clean. It's like, yeah, we cleaned his house. He's like, we just moved in, a couple days ago, and or whatever, however long ago. Anyway, the dude hired us. We washed his house. He sold it, and I couldn't file a lien on the house because the property owners, it's under there. They didn't hire me. So that was the only time. So that's it.
And he went ahead and skipped town on you. Mike has a little bit of an anger streak in him. He likes to show up, bang on the door, and see what's going on with his money. Let's see. What else we got? A couple more questions in here. For pressure washing, if I have a 4 gallon per minute pressure washer, what is the right surface cleaner? Do I need a 16-inch or 20-inch? And if so, what brands do you recommend? Okay, I'll answer this. Go ahead.
Go for it, Big Daddy.
I was going to say, I would just go with the 20-inch. Okay. 16 inches, you can push a 20-inch with a 4 gallon per minute. Typically it's, 4 inches for every 1 gallon per minute is the rule of thumb, but I would recommend just going with the 20. It's going to be bigger. Yes. First and foremost. Secondly, Whirl Away is a good one. BE is a good one. Yeah. But don't skimp out on the surface cleaner with regards to paying for it. Like, pay for a good one.
And also understand that the swivels are going to go bad. We just had another one go bad. And I don't know what the hell they're doing, because, they shouldn't go bad as quickly as they're going bad, but they're going bad. And also you can regulate, if, depending on your GPM, it's the tips that you put in as well, can help to increase performance based on that. So interesting. When you going on Shark Tank?
I'm going to pull that one in. Taylor, 7Gs. Dude, we'd never go on Shark Tank. I don't think.
We don't need their money.
Okay.
We don't need their money.
Besides for the free promo.
Well, I did. Remember I said that to you? I was like, dude, we need to go on Shark Tank.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. We're in a niche market. Like, I feel like a lot of products on Shark Tank are like to the widest audience possible.
Sure.
Like think of Scrub Daddy. Think of
Ring doorbell that they bounced on. Biggest
Ring
mistake
doorbell.
ever.
Bad move. That's a good attitude. Always striving for better. My dad always says the hardest part is showing up. If you just keep showing up, good things will happen. Absolutely. Super Egyptian. I'm a lazy cuck. Give me all the answers, please. I'm useless. Douglas, Justin, and Mike, you guys are great at your work. You guys keep up the great work. I've learned a lot from you guys. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Douglas.
Appreciate it.
Bean said, well, you guys have a call service too? We actually do. We built an AI call team. If you guys haven't checked it out already, you can go to myquoteiq.com, click the features tab, go down to virtual call team, And we actually have a founders deal right now. No overage fees if you jump in. We're working on a new project right now, but as soon as that's done, we're going to be ending this founders deal for everybody, and there will be overage fees in place. Ooh. So check it out. It'll be linked in the comment section description if you guys are interested in that.
I am interested in that, Justin.
Sweet. So let's get into the next one. Mike, you cool with that?
Yeah, of course.
This next video is a $5,000 mobile detail, according to the person who posted it. I highly doubt it, but we're going to take a look at it anyway.
My God. Oh my
I just
God.
watched
I'm
this
smiling,
one.
but when I first seen this car, I was not smiling. I was not feeling
He goes and
it was
gets
so
new
bad to
carpet
go
for
to
it, right?
Oh.
He goes and gets the what?
He went to the junkyard to get new carpet for it, I think.
He did. I mean,
Okay, let's just watch it.
Okay, let's watch it.
Oh my God. I'm smiling, but when I first seen this car, I was not smiling. I was not feeling it. It was so bad to go to the junkyard and get a piece of carpet out of a van because this carpet was no return. There was no point of return on this one. The car was so bad. I had to use tools like scraping the gear knob to get this was all over the steering wheel. It was real bad on the steering wheel.
Mike, what do you think that is on that gear knob?
Jizz.
And the door handle, the armrest, it was just like everywhere. Like, why? Like, how do you let your car, like, how can you possibly be a human and be this filthy?
Okay, Mike, do you know how I know that this guy did not make $5K on this job?
Because the car's not worth $5K.
First and foremost, but secondly, no one that has $5,000 to pay for a detail would ever let their car get this dirty. Like, this is obviously, I hate to, is this discriminating? I don't know, but I think if you're willing to allow your personal property to get to a certain level of nasty, you probably don't have very much money. That's just my own.
There is actual statistics on socioeconomic status and obesity, and with that, it's more or less, and it's very sad. It's an educational thing too. People with less money are less educated, therefore they are pigs. I'm trying to get canceled.
Like, this is beyond. Let me get.
Go ahead, Mike. You say something else?
No, but like at the end of the day, this is a lazy person. This is a disgusting person. This is probably an obese person, because all of those things, like if you were willing to live like this, right? It's like the people that live in filth, right? On Hoarders. You go to if you watch Hoarders, it's disgusting. These people just, and some of it maybe have some, like, don't put on like mental issues, some, but like, this is just a disgusting human that I'd say subhuman, because how can you live like this? It's disgusting.
Another species of human, obviously. It's bad.
It's beyond. Let me get back on a positive note. I'm gonna switch it real quick. How long?
Rule of thumb: if you have to take every seat out of the vehicle to get it clean, then it's probably just beyond.
This is a $1,200 van.
Yep.
Y'all think it took? How much would you charge this person? Would you have even taken the job? The car turned out so good that when the people came back, the lady actually checked the VIN number because she was in denial that it was the same car. And I told her, you bet not let it get this bad again.
Okay, this served as a really good advertisement for his business. Obviously this is not a $5,000 detail. He probably put an ad out that said, who has the dirtiest car and I'll clean it for whatever reason. I mean, it's good for business. This video ended up getting I think millions of views because of how dirty it was. So I wish he would have done a little bit better of a job plugging his business. There you go. Serving Charlotte, North Carolina metro area. But what do you think?
What? Yeah, that's insane.
It's very clear that this was not a. The other thing, maybe he flipped this car. I mean, this is I hate to say a perfect flip because this is far from a perfect flip. Like, obviously taking out the entire carpet is not good, but this car could have sold for like $800, $1,000, and then you resell it for $3,000 or $3,500. You know what I mean? So it could have been
the
a
problem
flip.
But if you have to pay this guy $5,000, then you're in the hole.
Oh, I'm saying he probably flipped it though.
No, I know. I'm kidding. I actually bought a Honda Odyssey probably around the same year for one of my employees. Probably 10 years ago. No, not 10 years ago. 6 years ago, 7 years ago. He was in a bad spot and it was interfering with work, and I needed him for work. And so I purchased a Honda Odyssey, and it was a nice vehicle. Bought it from somebody in my neighborhood, and they took it and absolutely destroyed it. It looked almost as disgusting as this when I had to repo it after I had to fire him because he was stealing from me. But you know, it was one of those things. But it's kind of funny. My son, who is Matthew, Justin, can you imagine Matt? He wanted this Honda Odyssey so bad. He helped me clean it up after we got it back and, you know, to sell. And it was not nearly as bad as this, but it was disgusting. But we got it looking great, carpets, everything. And Matt was like 14 at the time, and I would let him drive it around the block. And he was like, "Dad, I want this Honda Odyssey." Right? His tastes have changed a little bit, but man, he loved that thing.
He's got a little bit finer of taste now. Anyway,
Yeah.
$5,000 detail, according to what this guy said. Obviously, he's probably baiting for views at this point, because, like even Heather said, nobody's paying $5K for a cleanup. Completely agree. Just came from your Ford Ranger video 4 years ago. LOL. I appreciate that. That video is kind of resurfacing a little bit. It's been getting a lot of love on it, which was my flips were very similar to this. That's why I can resonate with this, because I mean, obviously I would never buy a vehicle that's in this terrible of condition. But when you do find a vehicle like this, unfortunately, you know, for a lot of people, this is the, you know, condition they try to sell their things in. And so for me, we would always come in, lowball the person trying to sell like this. I would have it looking brand new, like what this guy did at the end of this video. And then I would sell it on the higher end. So that discrepancy in cleanliness would allow itself for us to make some money. But anyway, anything else you want to mention on this one, Mike?
No, he did a good job.
He did. It looks good. I enjoyed the video. That's why I brought it in to share it. Okay. Mike, this next video that we're going to look at is, it's teetering on, what's it called whenever, ethical. It's teetering on whether or not it's ethical or not. And so we're going to make a decision on that. Is this a genius side hustle or is it a scam? That's going to be, you know, the headline.
It's kind of like this.
Exactly. Do you want to tell what that is?
Yeah, I got this in the mail the other day, and it's a Biden-Harris thank you letter for their support for my donation. The donation receipt enclosed. Now, if you've watched my channel, you know, and if you understand what this shirt is, this is that's a Republican elephant. I didn't donate to the Biden campaign yet. I get this in the mail, and it was nice. There was a little thank you card with Kamala and Sleepy Joe. And then it's got, you know, request your mail-in ballot today. Biden-Harris letterhead with all these funny things in it. Talking about mandatory vaccinations is one of the things President Biden's requiring of every U.S. citizen, those that are deemed even experimental, necessary by Dr. Fauci, a complete ban on firearms, youth gender autonomy, meaning that any kid, even at 8 years old, if he wants to be a girl and he's a boy or vice versa, he can get sexual reassignment surgery, and the parents have no say.
Should we go into this right now, Mike? We should
probably. Funny. Hold on. Mandatory vegan diet, open border policy, and we're going to pay for. So it's just this whole thing. And here's my receipt for $250 recurring monthly subscription. And when I got this, I was like, oh my God. Like, obviously it's a joke. It's not real. But I was thinking, like, is this some fringe group of, you know, a Trump campaign somewhere way down the road that's not connected to him, that's sending these out and hoping to get a rise and stir, you know, whatever. So very funny. Ethical was my question when I posed that the other day when I went live. But like, if that is a campaign, a political campaign doing that, is that actually an ethical thing? And the answer obviously is no. You can't be misrepresenting stuff like that. Ends up, my oldest son sent that to us. He found it online, and it's just some company that sends out these funny things to get old Republicans riled up. So that was it.
And you're looking at him right now.
Hey, I'm that guy.
Hey, I'm about to let it loose. Okay, so this video, is it a genius side hustle or a scam? Like I said, ethically, it really teeters on the line, and I would say it's unethical. But let's watch the video and see.
Hustles is selling clients
One of my favorite side hustles is selling client data. Since we're at the customer's house, we have access to their emails, their phone numbers, their names, and their addresses. And once we finish a job, we put all of that information in a database and snap a few pictures of their home. Once we have enough information, I sell this list to other contractors in town who are trying to get work. We have over 300 licensed and unlicensed contractors who pay us for these leads. And the best part about this is it's a win-win. We make an extra $5,000 a month, all of our friends get more work, and it's not even illegal.
This has to be fake, right, Mike? Please tell
He
me
is
this is
totally baiting. This is a troll video. It's a well done troll video because he did something that I would do, and he said, we have over 300 licensed and unlicensed contractors. Like he's baiting it, and I'm sure this got a lot of views and a lot of comments and a lot of smack talking about what a horrible human he is. But well played, completely unethical, and you don't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, selling your customer list is certainly against the. You got to draw a line. That's really ridiculous. Anyway, I just figured I'd share it because it was a funny video. Beans and rice, please, or beans and cornbread, beans and rice. Please do a video demonstrating the AI answering service. I think many like me are curious to how well it works. AI has come a long way just in the past couple of years.
Pop it back up.
What?
Pop up that screen.
Well, I was going to pop in the, if you want to test out the virtual call team, all you got to do is call this number right here, 912-689-3268.
So let's call it right now.
All right, call it. We'll do a live virtual call team demonstration.
Yeah, hold on. 912-689-3268.
This call may be recorded.
Is that new?
That'll be new. This number you changed, Mike? It should only take one ring.
I dialed the wrong number. Hey, put it back up.
Okay, I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, try it.
912-689-3268.
Before you click, the biggest thing about the call team is it answers on the first ring. So like it never misses a call. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay.
Thanks for calling the Quote IQ call team. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to get a quote for pressure washing my house.
Great. Thank you. Let me get your information and have our owner, Mike, reach back out to you. What's your first and last name?
Mike Jones.
Thank you. What's a good phone number to reach you at?
912-689-3268.
Got it. And what's the best email address so we can send you a copy of the quote? And can you spell it?
Yes. DONT@EMAILME.com.
Thank you. What is your street address, city, and zip code?
123 Main Street, Savannah, Georgia, 31405.
What services were you hoping to get a quote on?
Roof washing and house washing.
Perfect. Last question, where did you hear about us?
Justin.
Okay, excellent. I will send this over and have our owner, Mike, reach back out to you as soon as possible. Is there anything else we can help with?
No, thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too, robot. Bye. And so what'll happen next is we will get an email and a text if you're on the one of the upper tier plans. But if you just have the light program, you'll get an in-app notification with a recording of the call, a transcription of the call, and what else, Justin? All the information, what they're looking for.
I just got it. Mike Jones at don'temailme.com, and then watch. I'm going to play it for you guys so you can see.
Okay.
But like the call got transcribed, the notification got pushed, and now we have access to the recording of it.
Within seconds.
Thanks for calling the Quote IQ call team. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to get a quote for pressure washing my house.
Great.
So now we got the whole transcription. We know if this is a legitimate customer or not. And I can tell very quickly on if they filled out the whole form, if they answer all the questions, and then I know what they're looking for. So obviously Mike was, in this case, is looking for a house wash and a roof wash. So I'd give him a call back immediately. Now, the good thing about this is anybody who's soliciting, they usually don't answer all the questions, and it just knocks them out immediately. I don't have to stop my day with it. And so, like you were saying, Mike, this call team is going to track all the calls that come into your business. It's going to show you how many calls you had on a particular number for a month. You can change that duration. Then it's going to give you the call log that we just looked at where I was listening to the recording, and it's going to give you all the pertinent information on that customer. And then you can listen to the transcript, or you can listen to the recording, which is what we were just doing. And then, it's all inclusive, all in place.
Right. Justin loves to talk about qualifying the calls. And for me, that's not, but I've been using call teams forever. So that's not even on my mind. I know what's a scam, or not a scam, a sales call, whatever, immediately. What this allows business owners to do that are busy, that are in the field, that are out working, it allows us to react with lightning speed to get customers what they need, which is typically an estimate or a quote to them quickly, because we all know that the guy that gets the estimate to the customer, the one that talks to him first, is most likely going to get the job. Now, you saw how quickly that was. I called Justin, he has the app on his phone. He got all the information. What he can do is the cool part is all that information can be directly put into the CRM, into Quote IQ. So you push one button, boom, it populates, it pre-populates. So you got a brand new customer with all the customer information. You can go to your estimate. All of his information is in there. Click house wash. You can look, go to map measure tool, pop it up. You can measure his house. You can look at a street view of his house, generate your estimate. You can do the same thing for the roof. And then within a matter of minutes, this guy has got an estimate via text, via email with the quote. And hopefully he schedules it right then, right? And so, and then you've also got all the email automation that's in place because that quote was generated. So if he doesn't respond immediately, you've got the follow-up in place. Hey, just wanted to follow up and see, what you thought of the estimate. When did you want to get on the schedule? Blah, 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 right? Email automations until they schedule or they decline. It's the automations that are in place. Having pending estimates is a terrible thing, right? Pending estimates are a sign that you're not doing your job by following up, but we all wear so many hats. We're doing so many things. Things like this slip our minds, and that's why we've got everything automated. So bottom line, it's a phenomenal tool.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to test it for yourself, all you got to do is go to...
Give it a jingle jangle.
Description. Wait, what?
Give it a jingle jangle.
Mike, if you don't mind, when I'm saying something important, you know what I mean? Hold it back.
No. I don't ever hold back.
That was all my videos for today. If you guys have any other questions for us, leave them down in the comment section right now, because if not, we're gonna end this live. Anything else that we want to talk about, Mike? Anything new?
Anything new and exciting going on? No, I mean, we've got, with my own wash business, we've landed 2 really nice commercial properties. So stoked about that. And it's actually funny. So the first one we're starting next week. It is a complete cleanup of an entire, apartment community, all of the asphalt, all of the curbs, all of the sidewalks. And I made a video a month or so ago about this particular property. The property manager, or I guess the developer, or whoever had called, I went up there. It was right by my house. Went up there, walked around. They wanted all the breezeways cleaned. And so I gave them a price, and I can't remember if it was, $4,800, $5,800. I think it was just 3 little buildings. 3-story buildings, 2 breeze. It doesn't matter. You can go see that video. I quoted it, and the guy never responded back. And of course, we have emails in place that follow up. And then I hit him with a text as well saying, hey, just wanted to follow up and see, when you wanted to get started. And he was like, yeah, we went with somebody else. And I was like, oh, just out of curiosity, why? And he goes, oh, they were significantly cheaper. And I go, interesting. How much did they quote you? And he goes, $650, right? That would have been like for one half of a breeze, like the 1 breezeway and the 2, just, it was ridiculously cheap. I can't compete with that. I'm not going to compete with that. And so, you write it off. Some guy just lost his ass on a job, spent a bunch of time, energy, money, gas, everything else, not making any money. So I get a call again, different name, same address, same property. And I call and I'm like, are you affiliated with this guy whatsoever? He goes, yeah, he's the developer. We're the landscape company and we just finished our installation. There's dirt everywhere. In order for us to get paid, we need somebody to come in and just do a quick spray off of all of the concrete, everything else. So obviously I'd already been there. I knew what the property looked like. And I told him the price, which was actually more than I had quoted for the breezeways because it's a lot more, space, flat surfaces to clean. And again, it's all brand new concrete. So now we're just looking at, dirt, probably some tire tracks, things like that. And we got the job and we're doing it on Monday. So it's one of those things like, I could have seen the address, seen the property and just written it off because I knew they were probably going to go with, whoever the cheapest guy was, but I didn't. And we're going to make a bunch of money on this job.
How fun is that? A lot of good time.
Stuff.
Taylor says, totally depend on purchasing quote IQ once I expand this year. Thanks, homies. We appreciate it, Taylor.
Thanks, Taylor.
Made me smile with the super chat donation. Come on, big guy. I'm hoping this is on my channel because I'm going to be going to get some candy after this. I'm just kidding. I don't eat candy. What's up, folks? I'm feeling dejected. I thought growing a business would impress the ladies, but they don't respect pressure washing. Obviously, I think this is a joke, but I do appreciate the super chat. It was really cool. What do you think, Mike?
Any lady that's not impressed by pressure washing is not a lady that I want to impress. My wife loves pressure washing.
Dang. Well, okay, sweet. Made me smile. Thank you so much for the donation. If you have any real questions, let us know, and we'll answer those bad boys for you. But we do appreciate it. And then Douglas said he loves the shirt, Mike.
Thank you, Douglas.
Sweet. On that note, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. When you say so, Mike?
I say so.
Okay, sweet. What's the word of the day for this one? For anybody who made this far in the video.
Savage.
Yes, Savage. If you guys made this far in the video, comment that down below. We'll hashtag you're a real one. My name is Justin. Forever self-employed. Until next time, I'll start and get that money, baby. Peace.